day. Welcome to Laswell TV, and this is news recap. First, the headlines. Comfort Emerson released from Kirikiri. Federal government lifts lifetime flying ban. She speaks out. FEC imposes 7-year ban on new federal tertiary institutions. Mimiko experts raise concerns about declining ethics law. Federal government obscures support for NDLEA, others probe reps. Army urges accurate and responsible security reporting. Federal government reaffirms partnership with Gavi to boost immunization. Navy seizes 76 vessels, now theft crackdown. Now the news and details. Following federal government intervention, Comfort Emerson has been released from Kirikiri prison after a lifetime flying ban lifted. Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo said the case was withdrawn after she showed remorse in a public statement made with a lawyer present. In a message via Brangat, Emerson tagged supporters saying she needed rest and medical care before sharing her own account of the events. Unconfirmed social media reports claim she may receive an honorary award and ambassadorship from the Delta State government, though no official confirmation has been given. Delta Governor's aide, Osai Ovi Success, has invited her for an all-expense trip to Delta State, including flights, 4-star accommodation, a state tour, a ticket to the August 28th Delta Social Media Summit, and 500,000 monthly job offer. Osai said the gesture aims to promote tourism, empowerment, and social reintegration. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has placed a 7-year ban on the creation of new federal universities, polytechnic, and college of education. Announcing the decision after its meeting in Abuja, the council said the move will focus on strengthening existing institutions by improving standards, infrastructure, and staffing. The ban, which runs until 2032, does not affect state-owned private schools. While some education stakeholders aid the decision, the step toward addressing underfunding and overcrowding, others warn it could reduce access to higher education in unserved areas. Former Governor Dr. Olusegun Mimiko and other legal experts has expressed concern about declining ethical standards in Nigerian legal profession. Speaking at the Law Forum in Abuja, that warned that continued breaches could erode public trust in the judiciary. The call for stricter reinforcement of professional codes, regular ethics, training, and stronger sanction to restore integrity in the justice system. The federal government has pledged to step up support for the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) in its ongoing war against drug trafficking and abuse across the country. Speaking in Abuja, government officials condemned the NDLEA's recent breakthrough and assured the agency of increasing funding, modern equipment, and manpower to enhance its operations. The federal government also ordered an immediate investigation into all representatives suspected of having links to drug-related offences, stressing that anyone found guilty would face the full weight of the law. Authorities say the move is a part of broader efforts to strengthen Nigeria's anti-drug campaign, curb the circulation of illicit substances, and protect citizens' health and safety. The Nigerian Army has called on journalists and media organizations to ensure accuracy and responsibility in reporting security matters. Speaking at the media engagement in Abuja, Army officials emphasized that accurate reporting is vital to nation security, as misinformation can create panic, undermine military operations, and embody criminal elements. They urge reporters to verify information from credible sources before publication and to balance public interest with operational safety. The Army reaffirmed its commitment to working closely with the media, providing timely updates, and fostering transparency while safeguarding sensitive intelligence. The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to working with Gavi and Vaccine Alliance to strengthen the immunization program across Nigeria. Speaking at a health sector briefing in Abuja, officials said the partnership with Gavi has been instrumental in improving patient access, funding cold chain infrastructure, and expanding coverage for children in rural and underserved communities. They noted that the continued collaboration will focus on eradicating preventable diseases, boosting public awareness, and assuring timely delivery of vaccines nationwide. The federal government also commended Gavi's role in supporting Nigeria's COVID-19 response and pledged to sustain joint efforts in building a more resilient healthcare system. The Nigerian Navy has announced the seizure of 76 vessels involved in illegal oil bunkering and related maritime crimes. In a statement, naval authorities said the operations were part of intensified efforts to combat crude oil theft, protect the nation's waterways, and safeguard vital economic assets. The vessels were intercepted during patrols in the Niger Delta and other strategic coastal areas. The Navy vowed to sustain its crackdown on oil theft, warning that those behind illicit trade will face prosecution. It's also called for greater collaboration with security agencies and local communities to end sabotage of Nigeria's oil and gas sector. Now on local news. Residents of Ibadan North Federal Constituency are advised to know that a by-election will hold on Saturday, August 16, 2025. In line with security measures for the exercise, there will be a restriction of movement starting from 12 midnight before the election day. The affected areas include Songo, Alele, Akpete, Ijekodo, UI, Agbowo Express, Bere, Oje, Gate, Basharon, and Hashi. Authorities urge residents to comply with the restriction order to ensure peaceful and age-free election. Now on foreign news. The African Union has endorsed a global push to redraw the world map, arguing that the commonly used Mercator projection distorts the truth of size of continents, making Africa and parts of the global south appear smaller, while enlarging Europe and North America. AU official says adopting a more accurate projection will not correct geographical inaccuracies, but also challenge historical bias and have shaped global perceptions. Supporters believe the change could influence education, geopolitics, and cultural identity, which creates question its practicality. The AU has pledged to collaborate with international organizations, mapping authorities, and schools to promote the revised map for use in classrooms, media, and official documents. The US President Donald Trump has announced a major reduction in Americans' foreign aid budget, costing millions of dollars to prioritize domestic needs. He said the funds will be redirected to infrastructure, security, and job creation within the United States. Supporters see it as a move towards fiscal responsibility, while critics warn it could harm United States global influence and affect aid-dependent countries. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky says the United States has reaffirmed its readiness to provide continued support in the country's wars against Russia. He said the United States assistance would include military aid, economic backing, and humanitarian relief, stressing that such support is vital to Ukraine's defense and sovereignty. Washington insists that helping Ukraine is key to safeguarding global stability. The United States President Donald Trump has issued a strong warning to Russia, saying it will face severe consequences if it escalates aggression in Ukraine. Speaking at a political rally, Trump accused Moscow of destabilizing global security and vowed that any hostile action will be met with a firm and decisive response. While he did not specify the measures, he hinted at economic, military, and diplomatic action that could be taken to deter further Russian advances. The remark have drawn mixed reactions. Supporters say they underscore its foreign policy stance, while critics question whether such rhetoric could further heighten tensions. That will be all for now on News Recap. For more updates, visit our website at www.rulersworldtv.com. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rulers World TV, and do follow us on our social media handle, X, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Rulers World TV. I'm Ololade Bolarewa. Thank you for watching.